Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, I am so thrilled to be able to read poetry for you in honor of the community poetry reading space that is hosted by Tom Woodruff. This is why I'm wearing bright yellow, like it's a New Year's celebration. And I thought I would share with you a couple of poems from the brand new Down in the Dirt September to December 2022 issue collection book that was just released, The Path is Less Traveled. Yes, it's got this cool shot. I believe this was in South America. I believe it was in Ecuador. It's a cool shot. It's hard to see, but you always check it out online. But this section I was going to read these poems from even advertises that the poems I'm going to be reading from also appear in the CyberWit.net issue collection book that's titled Shattering the Glass Ceiling. So you're going to get sets of poems from both of these books, Shattering the Glass Ceiling and The Paths Less Traveled. And I thought I would share, because these are about shattering the glass ceiling, there are a lot of women's issues ones. And the first one I wanted to share with you is titled The Room of the Rape. For almost 2 years, when I walked up the 9 stairs, held onto that wooden railing with the finish that was worn, I'd passed the first door on the right. My bedroom door was closed for 1 year, 10 months, and 7 days. I slept in the den across the hall. One morning I woke, walked into the hall, and looked at that door. I turned around, knowing I couldn't take it anymore, walked into the den, folded my bed back into the couch, and then walked into the hall, squarely facing the door of that room. A room in my house that I let him go into. But when I woke up that morning, I told myself that I wouldn't let him stop me today. I turned the handle of the door. I heard a snap. I slowly pushed the door open, slowing it down to hear the hinges creak. The shade of the small window on the corner was drawn, so I stepped onto the parquet floor and turned on the lights. I felt the walls jump back in fear of having to see the light again, then rush in on me in anger. I saw the bed sheets rustle, get kicked, and tossed to the ground again. I tasted the sweat, and I wanted to spit, but I couldn't. Something told me that that wasn't what I was supposed to do. My bedroom. I saw the fists reach out from the walls and thought of the poster I drew of rebellion and rage that is tucked in the back of my closet. I felt the muscles tense behind my eyebrows. I pursed my lip. I swallowed the sweat. My bedroom. I felt the fists punching my stomach, grabbing my face, my arms, my hair, pulling my legs apart. I felt my head against the pillows again as I tried to just push my face into the salt and the sheets. I heard the screams I never made echo inside of me, the screams that haunted me. I closed my eyes from the pain and the light. My bedroom. I thought of the fist, the symbol for the communist work ethic, to do what you're told, to disappear into society. I opened my eyes. The room was mine, the sheets on the floor, the stains on the bed, the smell of hell, and the photographs on the dresser. I looked at the pictures and found one of him with his arms around me. I picked up the frame, ran my hand along the gilded edges. Flakes of paint fell to the floor. I opened the drawer of the dresser and gently set it face down. I turned around, shutting off the light on my way out. My bedroom. Heavy. It's what happens when you work as an acquaintance right workshop facilitator, ladies and gentlemen, bots and goyles. But now, and that is why I've got a lot of these that are themed this way, which is why the next one I'm going to share with you is White Knuckled. As I said, it is in this book, The Paths Less Traveled, as well, and I'm trying to hold the page for it, as well as the book Shattering the Glass Ceiling. It exists this way in both books, but it's larger in this one. I have it in other languages as well, which is the cool thing. This is White Knuckled, but then I have a Slovak translation, I believe. Or is this Dutch? Which one is this one? White Knuckled. Related in history, Dutch translations. No, this is the Slovak translation. I was right. This is White Knuckled. I can only show you little bits of it, and I have no idea if you can see it. You probably can't, but you probably know English better than me than that anyway. But you can find this online, or you can find it in either one of these books as well. This is a poem called White Knuckled. The hot air was sticking to her skin, almost pulling, tugging at her very flesh as she walked outside down the stairs from the train station. Just then a breeze, hot and sticky, hit her in just the wrong way, brushed against her lower neck, and she felt his breath again. Not his breath when he raped her, but his stench. Hot, rank, when he was just close to her. Her breath quickened, like the catch of her breath when she has just stopped crying. All of the emotion is there and not going away. She walks to the bottom of the stairs, railing, white-knuckled by her small, tender hands, the hands of a child, and that 90-degree breeze suddenly gives her a chill. They say when you get a chill, it means a goose walked over your grave. She knows better. She knows that it is him walking, and that he trapped that child in that grave. The next one in the book that appears not only in Down in the Dirt, The Paths Less Traveled, but also Shattering the Glass Ceiling. It's in both of them. What? I'm showing it, opening the pages because they take a full page in this book so I can show off these things in different language. This is Women's Very Existence. It starts with a quote from Bob Lamb from an essay. He actually contacted me and he's like, I've never been quoted into poetry like this. This is amazing. The quote starts from him that states, rape is a crime of violence rather than sex. It is a crime of violence against women. It's an attack by women's bodies, on women's feelings, on women's very existence. I still have to take showers a lot. I mean, every once in a while. No matter how clean I am to the rest of the world, I have to go take a shower. I lock all the doors. I close the shades and the windows. I put a towel over the bathroom mirror. Turn the water on, piping hot, so steam is billowing out of the bathtub. I finally undress, open the curtain, put my foot in, burn my foot with the water. I wish I could hold my foot there just a little longer. I turn down the water, wait for it to cool down, then step in. Then I just put my head under the shower head, hold it there for a while, catch my breath, get the soap, start scrubbing. I use a soap first, and then I get a bath brush. I scrub off a layer of skin. I know this makes no sense. My skin is red from the heat, from the scrubbing. But I know I'm not getting it all off. It's down there. The molecules are embedded deep inside of me, and I'll have to rip my skin out, pull out my organs before it goes away. But for now, all I can do is take showers. As I said, this isn't the Down in the Dirt book, The Paths Less Traveled. It is also in the book Shattering the Glass Ceiling, and they both exist, but it's kind of bigger to see the Slovak translation of it in this version versus the other one. It exists in both of them. I'm trying to show the bigger copy. It's harder to see, though you could find it online. And you guys are like, I don't want to see your zoomed in copy. So I'm going to jump ahead to the poem Domestic Violence in America, Nashville, Tennessee. This is Stick. There's a couple of them. This one is Stick. According to accounts, her husband allegedly locked her and their 4-year-old son in their house for about 40 hours. They were essentially hostages. Her husband then allegedly beat the woman while the son watched. This is the stick he allegedly used to keep her in line. It looks like a metal broom or mop handle. It's hollow, and you can see here at the bend is in it. It's from the hitting. The bend looks like a twist of a garden hose. And this bloody knit glove, it was tied on here at the end of the stick so that when he allegedly hit her, it didn't scar her. Isn't that funny? You can tell that the son was there for all of that too. He doesn't talk much at all, and he never leaves his mother's side. She limps down the hallway now, and he follows. This is in the Down in the Dirt September-December 2022 issue collection book, The Paths Less Traveled. It is also in the CyberWit.net book, Shattering the Glass Ceiling. And both of them also have translations of this into Slovak. But I happen to have a bigger copy of this one, so I will show you the English and Slovak versions of the poem here. I know, I'm just sharing it with you to let you know it exists. Because, you know, you want people around the world to get this stuff, right? I've got to have maybe 1 or 2 more of these for you guys. I hope you like them. This next one in the book is called Thank You, Women Who Work. Number 1. Thank you, women who work, because you may take on the responsibilities of men while still having to be mothers, wives, good little daughters, and feminine creatures. Thank you, women who work, because you are the ones we can blame when the family falls apart. Thank you, women who work, because you make a point to do more than your fair share without being paid fairly, even though no man would do the same for you. Thank you, women who work, for you know you have to prove yourselves over and over and over again. And that is still not enough, so keep up the good work, ladies. That exists in this book as well as Shattering the Glass Ceiling, and I also have a translation for it in Slovak here, letting you know it exists in these books in that format as well. I think I'm going to share one more poem. That's the next one in the book's called Photograph 19th Century. I'm going to flash some. I keep doing this. This is the translation, in case you were unaware. They exist in both of the books. This is, I hope you enjoyed, a poem titled A Photograph 19th Century. That woman, that picture, the images of beauty and softness, of something that shouldn't be touched, that couldn't work, that can't work, the sepia toning, oh, how ancient, oh, the dependency, oh, the degradation. My mind has been cluttered. Society is a bastard. I can't see the woman. I see the hat, the feather, the adornments of beauty, the preposterous and practical way she's meant to be seen and not heard. She's only an image. She was forced with an image. Is it a shame? Is it a sin? Now I've been tainted with the knowledge of society, with the knowledge of its motives, and now I can't even see the beauty. I can only see the oppression. Oh, it's not like that anymore, they say, as I wipe the makeup off my eyelids and wonder who I'm trying to impress. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, that was your Women's Issues readings from the most recent issue of an issue collection book from Down in the Dirt, the September to December 2022 issue collection book, The Paths Less Traveled, as well as the release during Women's History Month CyberWit.net book, Shattering the Glass Ceiling. I hope you guys enjoyed that reading. I know I was just giving you a Women's Issues thing, but you know, why not? I know there's a ton of stuff by a ton of people on this, and there are a ton of different themes on this one as well. I'm giving you your book reading fill like I would every month for the first Wednesday from 1 to 3 p.m. Central Standard Time at the now closed community poetry reading space that was hosted by Tom Woodruff. In the meantime, I hope everyone is staying safe. I hope everyone has been vaccinated. I hope everyone is being creative, because that's the one thing we need most of all in these times. So, ladies and gentlemen, thank you all so very much for listening, and I look forward to hearing from and working with each and every one of you very, very soon. Thank you all so very much. Thank you, thank you, thank you.